We grow up valuing thinking, not feeling. But the problem is that unprocessed emotions lead to a bunch of big problems. And the less we feel, the less we're able to live a high quality of life. In this video, I'm going to show you how to process emotions, and these are some of the techniques that I teach my clients, so stay tuned. Hi Lovebug, I'm Vivi. Welcome to Adventure World. My channel is all about guiding you to an exceptional relationship with yourself, with your partner, and just live a higher quality of life due to emotional intelligence. Today, we're in the Philippines. Welcome, and if you want to learn more about all these things, consider subscribing and hit the little notification bell to get notified whenever I release a new video. So let's get started. Processing our emotions involves the key skills of noticing, accepting, and naming. The first thing we do is being mindful. What do you actually feel? To process an emotion, we need to know which emotion actually are we processing, because a lot of times we're not really sure what we're actually feeling, and there's a lot of emotions that kind of feel similar but they're not the same. Number 2, name it. What is the emotion that you actually feel? There's a lot of emotion that sound similar or that feel similar but they're not the same, like doubt, uncertainty, insecurity, and anxiety. All kind of similar, but there's still a big difference. So what exactly do you feel? Number 3, acceptance. It is okay to feel. We're emotional beings. Everyone has emotions. Emotions are there for a reason, and we all need all emotions. So don't judge yourself. Give yourself compassion, and just number 4, feel the emotion. Sit with the emotion and really feel it. Don't try to push it away or to distract yourself and overcome it doing something else. Sit with it and feel it. Like, what do you feel? How does it feel? Then you can ask yourself, have I felt this emotion before? Sometimes we feel an emotion in a certain place or in a certain situation because we've previously months, years, or many years or decades before felt that feeling in a similar situation, and then now feeling the same thing over and over again just because that first time we felt it, we didn't process it. So our brain remembers it and we start feeling the same emotion again and again and again. If we're doing that and trying to really feel it and be okay with it, oftentimes a deeper layer of emotion comes up and it reveals itself. So sometimes we think, oh, I know why I'm feeling angry, but there's 99% of the times another layer, 2 or 3 layers even sometimes below that, why we're actually feeling angry or what situation, what problem, whatever triggered this feeling. Number 5, what we do is breathe and reconnect. Take your time to really breathe in deeply. Get in some time, get in some air and some oxygen into your lungs, and then number 6, reframe it and bring in some perspective. What is it that we're actually feeling? Is it necessary that we're feeling that? Why are we feeling that? What's the big picture here? Where are we going with that? How is this holding us back? How can we use it as an advantage? How can I see this with a greater objective? How can I use this as my advantage? How can I turn the page around and really make this into something useful for me now? And that's how it's easy to find a way how to handle the situation more effectively. Then again, accept your feelings, give yourself compassion, know it's okay that we're feeling things, and sometimes we don't really understand why. That's okay. So give yourself compassion and ground yourself into reality. Number 8, take action. Most people go through the whole processing emotion thing and then forget the last and most important part, which is taking action. Ask yourself, what brought me here? How can I prevent this from happening the next time? And what can I do now? There's a lot of things that you can do with the emotion that you can use as your power. You can reframe things, or where you can show up differently in your life. Take advantage and take action. And then another important thing, just because we're good at processing one emotion doesn't mean we're good at processing other emotions. Some people might be good at processing anger, but then feeling vulnerable or feeling insecure is a total different feeling, and for some people one emotion is harder to process than another. Again, give yourself compassion. You're not perfect, nobody's perfect, and just because we're good at processing one emotion doesn't mean we're good at processing all emotions. For example, anger can be easier to process because we feel more dominant, we feel like in the power position, whereas when we're in a vulnerable position, we're feeling doubtful, insecure, or fearful. It can be harder because we are in the weaker position and it's harder to step out of it. Now that you have this information, you know how to start processing an emotion. Take action and really do it, because we're subconsciously addicted to feeling stuck, and we seek out experiences that keep us there. And the root of all this is the lack of awareness and not knowing that we should process emotions and how to process emotions. Now that you have an advantage over a lot of people, use this advantage and really start processing your emotions. It's a really powerful skill if you're using it right. If you want to learn more about it, coaching on emotional intelligence, relationships, and on adventures and travel in the emotional intelligence field, one-on-one. I also have courses. If you're interested in that, reach out to me. There's also a form below that you can fill out. I have an incredible communication training for you. It's also linked down below, because communication is one of the most important things to really create a better quality of life, because with better communication we create better relationships in our life, and we all know that relationships highly impact the quality of our life. So go check that out. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing if you want to learn more, and share this video with your friends and family so they learn how to process emotion as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.